Today we're very honored, in fact very honored to have with us a distinguished speaker who will be able to share with you some thoughts around the building of a AI-powered online learning solution. We have with us Mr. Yi Hao, who is actually a very strong innovator around some very solid engineering techniques, and with over 20 years of experience, he has worked with many enterprises in many countries on some of the technology aspects of how it can actually help us become successful with our operations. So without much to do, I am going to call upon Mr. Yi Hao to share his presentation with you. Yi Hao, over to you.
Okay, thanks Oliver, thanks everyone. Let me share my screen. Hello, good afternoon everyone. So today the topic I'm going to share in the next 20 minutes is about how to build up AI-powered online learning space for everyone to learn and teach. So Bamboo Cloud, basically we are a Singapore-based company, so our main objective is try to be a leading technology and platform solution provider, and to revolutionize the way people, how they learn, how they create knowledge, and how they share the knowledge. This is one of the very interesting phenomena we are seeing today. So about 2,000 years ago, that left side you can see how the training and the courses is conducted, right? This is by one of the very famous educator by Confucius, right? He have some students so sitting under the tree and have the face-to-face the knowledge transferring to his students. On the right side is what we are seeing today after 2,000 years ago. Big classroom and lecturer sitting in front and speaking, and some students listening, some maybe cannot pay too much attention and lost the interest, right? Because what teacher is telling may not be of interest to fit into everyone in the big classroom. So we are seeing this current education system is obsolete. Then they need a really big transformation or reforming. Yeah. So this is some of the technology nowadays is very talked very frequently about how to change the education, like big data, AI, IoT, and AR, VR. Yeah. Now what we see is from the learning and the technology and what students need to be acquired the skills to be ready for the future works and the jobs is still a big gap. But we do see opportunities for technology and the objective of the learning skills and how the learning can be transformed and using the right methodologies to combine the technology and the education, the method. Yeah, this for few angles. And this is some of the scenarios we are seeing the technology and some change of kind of education can take place, whether in the classroom or in the examinations or even in the content, which is very important is when you're any classes, whether it's online, offline, you design the courseware curriculum content and with the technology. And with that technology and the platform, how the education service can be delivered, conducted to the end users. And also the data analytics and the mobile learning for everyone, and to learn anytime and anywhere to fit in his or her learning objectives, right? This is a few of the use scenarios we see in the technologies can fit in almost every aspect of the learning and teaching can be changed or transformed by some technology. And in terms of the education transformation, what are we seeing here from few angles? First, the courseware and the contents can be restructured to fit into the new education strategy. Another one is the learning space. Nowadays, we're talking about the classroom. Classroom can be transformed. Also, the online classroom, we're calling it nowadays the smart learning space, or use the data to reshape the learning space and to deliver the education service. And also from the teach and the learn strategy, for example, how you generate the resources, how you change the teaching method, how you adapt to the personal learning. Another one more important thing is the overall school and the classroom management perspective also can be restructured. Here are some of the technologies we see. In the green color one is some technology like text-to-speech, face recognition, voice recognition, and NLP and the machine translation. These some of the technologies we are seeing very common nowadays, with some extent with the built-in AI technology. And on the below side is some of the use case scenario we think the AI technology can play a role with the above the AI technology for the real education scenarios, like use AI to automatically generate a question, the quiz to students, to AI to analysis the video contents. Also, we're talking about virtual tutor and the oral evaluation. Later, I will show some of the examples Bamboo already did in some of the real project to leverage some AI technology. But generally speaking, the AI technology is still at a very initial stage to build into starting to apply to the education. Here are some of the technology or the technology partners we work together to create some of the meaningful application and applications in the education domain. So for the example, in the face recognition, which is nowadays is relatively quite a maturity. So we work together a few partners to integrate in the platform to use it to solve the students' identity and their track record information. Also, we work with one of the voice recognition and evaluation companies to build in to make it to be available to our Chinese or English teaching clients to automatically evaluating the oral test for the some of students. Also, we work with one company specialized in the NLP to automatically generate the quiz based on any books and the text or even a piece of video to ask some question to really understanding how well the students have understand after learning the certain learning contents. Another one is some of the live video class and interactive video class is very common now. We work few partners to build it into our platform as well. Another one interesting aspect is the learning content analytics, which is currently still at a very early stage. We work with the Microsoft building their learning analytics tools, but so far this type of NLP application is still at a very early stage. So they only can extract very basic, simple information from the video, but it's already good enough to make a quite meaningful impact to the current teacher and the students' learning works. And the gamified contents is another area very interesting and popular. So we work with few partners to put into the platform as well. So in terms of the learning platform, what we see here is interactivity, personalized learning, and to support the online, offline learning mode. So that is the future directions. So from the Singapore perspective, this is one of the roadmap by the Singapore MOE. So talking about they try to promote this roadmap to all the Singapore K-12 students. So initially, they try to build up the digital platform to get everyone connected. Then after that, they try to build up some of the learning contents to make the teaching courseware to go digitized, so everyone can go there to learn something, can engage. Then in the platform, they promote the interaction, the collaboration activity, learning activities among students. But nowadays, I think also is the major direction is to use the platform to promote and the personalized learning. So basically, it's want to build up some of the learning skills and the capabilities for students beyond just the textbook, to support every student to learn, to achieve their success, no matter where is their starting point. So from that angle, the learning platform play a crucial role to achieve this objective. But no matter how we are talking about AI today, we think that the first step is we need to build up very solid and systematic courseware contents. Also, the data recorded and taken from the learning progress is critical for the personalized learning, which is we can use the AI technology behind. So Bamboo Cloud, from that angle, we try to be a one-stop solution to build the online learning space for educators and students. So basically, from building the courseware and the teaching learning progress to be aligned, and design the personalized learning paths, and generated the data analytics report. Also, the very comprehensive learning collaboration support as well. Of course, we also in the one company cannot do everything, so we keep our platform to be open, to be able to integrate with the different of the technology, different application tools to make to be a central place for teacher student to access the latest technology. So this is a little overview of the Bamboo Cloud. So basically, we think the real successful education platform and its tools need to be a combination of technology and education. So from day one, Bamboo Cloud is developed with the support of a lot of the educators from many countries around the world. So another one is any real successful tools need to be tested, proven by the real application. So from day one, the platform is built with some solid real project worldwide. Especially we work with some Singapore educator schools, with the China educator schools as well. Now we need to make sure the platform is built up with kind of open structure oriented, so be able to further develop and upgrade it down the road and keep upgrading the project. So far, the platform, it's a cloud SaaS based. The software is keep upgrading almost every 2 or 3 weeks. There'll be new version come up, released to available to our current clients as well. So this is a few of the major function modules of the learning platform. So first, we need to manage, create the contents, allow students to learn, and also we need to have very comprehensive assessment and testing function features to assess the student the learning progress capabilities and the weakness, strongness anytime. And the platform need to come up with the very comprehensive of the learning progress and the analytics tools as well. Of course, the like video conference and whiteboard messaging, the tools is a part of the platform as well to allow students to interact each other, also interact with the teachers. So the tools is designed for the educators. So from the courseware content and the management, from analytics to interaction collaboration to assessment. So all these tools is make it very easily to use and accessible to the educators. So this is some of the contents we can support in the platform. We believe in the future, the learning resources can be very comprehensive. Almost everyone, whether it's from YouTube, it become from the website, can be from many other of the learning portals and the learning tools. So that all can be accessed through the learning platform. So give the teachers, educators a lot of choice to design the curriculum online suited to his or her teaching objective. So from the student perspective, we need to offer very engaging learning experience. And also we need to give them a lot of the data insight about their learning progress and to give them the tools to interact and collaborate with many other peers and with the teachers as well. Right? So the system need to be designed very user-friendly, so to make sure students can use the platform very easy to navigate and access the different of the key function features, which is crucial for the learning need. Like, for example, the curriculum, whether it's video or whether it's learning materials, and can be very easily to take in some of the learning notes. And anytime they can take some quiz and answer some questions to access the learning progress. Also need to have some teaching notes forum to discuss with each other. So this is a few of the examples. We leverage some AI technology in the education. So this is the one for the oral evaluation. So with the oral evaluation engine, we can evaluate many of the key performance, like whether it's word stress or is a phonics or is a fluency. So once the students read something, and the system be automatically be able to give the score and to show where's the weak part, then can keep the students further improve the speaking skills. Yeah, so this is one of the application for the adaptive learning. So this is how the overall system from the learning report, learning analytics, and adaptive learning to push the right contents and the learning resources to the students. And this is one of the actual example we did with a few of the K-12 education sector client. So this is one of the learning profile analytics after students have taken some assessment and learning some resources. The system will be able to give a very insight picture about students' learning progress and status. And also the system will be able to, based on the learning progress, automatically recommend, show the areas a student need to further enhance, and the system also be able to automatically, based on the learning profile, to push the personalized learning content to the students. So from that angle, the student get more insight about the learning progress, also can give more time to focus on the areas need to be further improved. And at the same time, he can have very clear picture about the progress. And in the next step, we more or less based on with more data collected, we can give more prediction and give more advanced intervention for students to the areas to so save the learning time and improve the learning quality. So this is one of the areas we did for the industry school collaboration. So the students after learning, they can matching the job future objective, future jobs, and the skills, kind of skills, and what skill gaps need to be filled to apply to the right job. So this with just before I talk about the learning function support, we inserted added the job portal and the skill assessment the modules as well. Yeah. So this is one we the platform integrated with one of the NLP engine. So the system be able to, based on the reading materials and the content students have learned, automatically push the right questions to students to understanding the real learning progress and status of students. And based on the answer, can further push the some of content to make the students, so basically like actually like a virtual tutor to read, ask some questions, after ask some questions, give you more content to read. So this is behind is an NLP AI engine sitting behind. So this is just mention about the video analytics tools integrated in the platform. So the AI can do analysis of the video, can give some of the automatically give some of the labeling, and so make the content more searchable and actionable. So the students can see in this video, 1 hour video, in 10 minutes talking about a certain topic, and 20 minutes they talk another topic. So students, before watching the video, he roughly can understand what's the video talking about. He can find the right topic, which is video is talking about. Just simply click on the label and jump to the right part of the video to learn. So that makes the student the learning time be much more optimized. So in terms of the use cases, whether there are few use cases the platform can be applied, like the corporate training, and for the online learning and the jobs matching, and the online virtual universities, and also for the K-12 learning centers. All these kind of market segments, the platform can be utilized to solve their learning and training need. So that what we see as a learning platform can be a central place to integrate with the right learning content and the technology and some strategic partners to build up the one-stop end solution to serve the teachers, the schools, or the students. So that are some of our platforms, the client and the partners can be some of the major cloud service providers, and some universities, some schools, and some training agencies, all our current partners, the clients of Bamboo Cloud. So we think technology-wise, based on our past few years' experience working with different of the industries, different clients, the technology we believe need to be deeply integrated with the learning progress, with the learning design to make it to be a really effective solution to solve the learning problem. So from the learning, we believe need to help the student to build up the active, contextual, engaged, interactive, and also make the student to be able to interact and communicate easily and freely with each other. So in the future, we believe the teacher will be the designer of a curriculum restructuring, will be the mastermind for connecting the world. So with data analytics, for really understanding the students' learning profile and to equip the students to be ready for the future. So far, we believe with the learning in the thought in the learning world, the future school will be beyond the walls and classrooms, and the future learning is beyond the national borders. Just like Uber doesn't have a single taxi, but it's the world's largest taxi company. Airbnb doesn't have the classroom, doesn't have the room. It's the world's largest hoteler. So I believe in the future, the biggest and successful educator will be the one that doesn't have to be a single classroom. And let's work together to build the future online learning space. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. This is an amazing discussion. I guess so far the alignment is very clear. Personalized learning, and that's the direction to go. And I like the last slide that says that learning in the future will be beyond the walls, right? No walls and no boundary. That would mean that the humankind will be allowed to really advance very fast and learn from each other. Cross-border exchange of ideas and innovation will certainly benefit from such a